Well, here we are. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm exhausted. I've made quite a few videos this past week and they've taken a lot out of me. Not because making videos is so difficult, but because Bungie, Destiny, and the community is just exhausting. This video isn't even a part of the videos I've prepared this week. This one is different, it's just an honest talk. For the first time since Curse of Osiris, I actually might think Destiny is in trouble. Very rarely have I ever seen the PvP and the PvE community up in flames at the exact same time. The game itself is a microtransaction hellscape, but instead of ghouls and demons, it's littered with bright dust and silver coins. The reskinned weapons that we get reissued is like putting your eyeballs to a cheese grater, and just the overall excitement for the game has declined. The Destiny 2 party bus is as barren, dry, and desolate as your grandmother's pussy. It's not good. All the while, an unexpected challenger to D2 in the form of Diablo 4 has stolen Destiny players temporarily, or at least I'm sure Bungie hopes it's temporary. Bungie is out here banning speedrunners without cause, as if the only thing they're trying to speedrun is to see how fast they can ruin their own game. It was so painful watching the marathon Vidoc and seeing a bunch of old Bungie developers that don't work on Destiny anymore and suddenly realizing how much you miss them and how much their influence and expertise has been missed in Destiny since Marathon started development. Is all of this shit bad timing or perfectly planned? Let's get into it. Microtransactions. This topic has been beaten like a dead horse, but fuck it, I'm going to beat it again harder than morning wood. Although I will definitely offer you a perspective most of you haven't thought about, but before I say this, a warning. I'm allowed to say this stuff because I'm one of you and I'm part of the problem. Okay, here we go. We are fucking retarded. That's the problem. The price increases on DLC and season passes, the shady business practices that Bungie have been ramping up since Eververse was introduced, it's all our fault. You know it's bad when someone like Azercross, who is usually optimistic about the game, and Bungie comes out so strongly against them. I'm not going to get into the specifics of how absolutely shit the monetization practices by Bungie are for the millionth time, but I will offer a new perspective. We let Bungie get away with this. Bungie frequently goes through cycles of making absolute dog shit changes and introducing abysmal seasons and expansions, and then doing a complete 180 the following expansion and puts out a fire expansion, tricking us and hooking us again like a fish as if nothing happened. We aren't cheap $2 prostitutes that you can keep using and abusing, throwing us away, then bringing us a box of chocolate and some flowers to get us back. Well, in Bungie's case, not really $2 prostitute, but more like an annually $100 plus prostitute, but whatever. We can't keep letting Bungie get away with this. When do we draw the line in the sand and say enough is enough? Bungie is so consistently inconsistent on the quality of the product that they put out. They put out a banger, then a stinker, then a banger, then another fucking bag of shit since Forsaken, and we fall for it every time. Guaranteed that the final shape is going to be a banger. I guarantee it, but at what cost? This shitty Lightfall expansion that we have to play for the rest of the year. And when I say shitty, I don't mean unplayable. I just mean it's a sharp decline in quality. We all know Bungie could do better because they have. Several times. They just choose not to. Bringing back Cade, being ambiguous about whether it's the last expansion or not, Bungie knows what they're doing and they don't get enough credit for how diabolically evil they can truly be at times. I suspect that they knew Lightfall wasn't going to be well received, but they played it off till the last second, till they got our money, and then surprise, Final Shape will be the expansion we've all been waiting for. Destiny has always been like that. One expansion, one update from greatness, and at what point do we call Bungie out on it? That's a legitimate question because I don't know. I'm one of you. I'm a fucking dumbass like the rest of you because I'm not gonna lie. I really want the final shape to finally get here. I'm low-key excited for it, and that's where I'm stuck. Am I excited because I can't wait to see what Bungie does in the final shape? Or am I just waiting for this saga to finally be fucking over so I can drop this game for good? I just want to see Cade and then see how the story ends. I truly don't know, and I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. Titanic. Oh god, I'm not even gonna finish that thought, dude. I'm definitely cutting this out. Honestly, I feel like Marathon has been killing Destiny for years now, and we just haven't noticed it for sure until it was officially announced. What I'm about to say is purely subjective and based on no evidence whatsoever, but it's how I feel, and maybe some of you too. Bungie is using Destiny to fund Marathon at the expense of Destiny players. Bungie is pretty business savvy, it seems, but we all know what that is a euphemism for. Actual scumbaggery. Like increasing the season pass $2, but making it so that you can only buy seasons with silver while not offering a silver bundle for $12, so forcing you to buy the $15 bundle. So really, it's a $5 increase. It's not what they did, it's the fact that they didn't just outright say the season pass is $15 now, but they either thought we were too stupid to notice, or even worse, they just straight up didn't care. Savage shit like that, increasing the prices of the yearly expansion while cutting the amount of shit we get and still hiking the price. So it wouldn't surprise me in the least if they were just milking the franchise and the player base for all it's worth to fund Marathon, basically assassinating the game and its community with guerrilla warfare. And just as we had enough, Bungie will make a crazy announcement like Destiny 3 or an overhaul of the game or something like that after the final shape to reel us fucking morons back yet again. Mark my words. They put out something shit and low effort while maximizing profits, and every other year they drop a good expansion to get us back. This has been their pattern since Forsaken. Why would they change it? They're getting rich off our stupidity, and that's the most annoying part. It feels like they are content with going down with the ship as they squeeze every last morsel of doubloons from our pockets. It's fucking offensive that a billion-dollar company feels that they have to nickel and dime you out of everything and pretends we don't notice. At what point do we stand up for ourselves and demand better quality? How do we tell Bungie we are tired of being taken advantage of? I don't know. I'm asking you guys because I do want to play Final Shape to find out what's gonna happen with Cade and the Traveler, but beyond that, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, I'll see you ugly bastards in the next one. Peace!